I'm a doula, which is a birth companion. So I work with women who are pregnant, and I work with them during the pregnancy, leading up to the birth and after the birth for a short time as well. Being a doula is something that has started for me after my shamanic training. So I have been very aware of the threads that I pull in all the time from the shamanic work that are holding the doula work that I do. They are very, very similar and sit so beautifully together. So I might not call it shamanic work while I'm doing it, but for a start, there is a space that you need to hold for that woman who can be experiencing all sorts of fears and changes and transformations in her body and in her emotions, in her relationship, in her world. So my role is to be with her in that space, hear her in that space, and allow things to come out as they need to come out. See what needs to be seen, and allow her story to be told. Sometimes that needs a little bit of prompting, and sometimes it just flows out. So that, for me, the shamanic work is very similar to that when we're listening, when we're doing an illumination, when we're listening to somebody's story beforehand. And then there's often that stage of bringing in something new, perhaps the birth stories throughout their generations, throughout their lineage have been, from what they can remember, mainly negative and difficult. So what can we do to bring in the new? What can we do to help touch into that possibility of something different, and that ability that we all have within us to align ourselves with balance, with Aini, so that the birthing process and the pregnancy process, which is really important for leading up to the birthing process, then becomes a beautiful experience. And another part of the doula work is just being with what is. So I'm not trying to change anything, but I'm there bringing my balance into the space, which is actually catching like a virus, like a really good virus. So hormonally, if we talk about hormones, I'm creating an oxytocin and endorphin-filled space within myself, which then will radiate out to whoever's in the room. This is so similar to what we do shamanically. So yeah, they weave together beautifully.